Hi everybody, it's Cindy the Scrapologist. This is my fifth attempt to do this video. For some reason my autofocus doesn't like this. When I get to this, it keeps focusing in and out and in and out and it making me totally seasick, as it would you. So I took off the autofocus and let's see if fifth time is a charm. Anyway, it's Cindy the Scrapologist. Thanks for coming back to my channel. Um, Please hit subscribe down below if you haven't already. I'm trying to get up to 500. I'm almost there. And I'll probably do a nice giveaway or something when I hit 500. And if you click on the little bell next to subscribe, then you won't miss any videos. Whenever I put another one up, you'll get a notification. So anyway, we're having a huge blizzard today, a nor'easter. We're going to get about 2 feet of snow, and I love it. It's so quiet. Nobody's out. All the stores are closed. There's no traffic. It's just really super peaceful and quiet. We're getting hit with a nice blanket, and I love it. It's one of the reasons why I love being in Maine, because you get all the seasons. And so it's giving me an opportunity to get some things done in the studio that I've been wanting to do for a while. I've been working with both of these kits in my junk journals and collages and other projects, but I haven't had a chance to get them listed. So I finally got them listed today. Here's the first one. It's a set of vintage playing cards. Now, I didn't print these properly. I had it set on borderless printing because of something else I was doing previously and forgot to take it off borderless. But if you print it just regular on 8.5 by 11 paper and tell it to print it at 8 by 10, yours won't be cut off like this. It'll print nicely on a regular sheet of paper. So these are what are called Moriarty vintage playing cards, and they're from either the 1920s or 30s. I can't remember, but it does say in the listing. And I don't have all 52. I only have 18 of them. And but what he did was he had celebrities and movie stars in all of the little pictures on the front of the playing card. And they're so vintage looking. I've been playing with this a lot. Here's a journal that I just listed yesterday using my illuminated calligraphy kit, and I put one of the playing cards in here as a tuck spot. They're just the perfect size for journal cards, tuck spots. So I printed this on heavy cardstock, or let me see. No, I backed it onto cardstock, but you can also print it onto cardstock. And then I just inked the edges and just taped down the bottom, and I've got a nice tuck spot here. So these are real fun to play with, and they're sort of neutral enough that they can go into any vintage themed journal that you might like to do, or other art projects. So you get two 8.5 by 11 sheets, a total of 18 cards. The other kit I've been playing with for months, but just didn't have time to get it listed. And this is the one that my autofocus didn't like for some reason. But it is a series of 18 vintage documents and letters. And they date from the 1400s to the 1500s. And the thing that I love about these is I try to include a lot of them that print out in landscape like this. So many times, let's see if I can find one. So many times we have a lot of things that are printed in portrait, and then we put them in our journals and the lettering goes that way, which is fine, but it's nice to have some that, whoops, when you put it in your journal and you fold it in half, the lettering actually goes as you would read it in a book. So this is the thing I loved about it. It is all of these letters are from my personal collection. They're already patinaed, so you can just print them on regular paper. And the way that they wrote back then, just with this beautiful script, and a lot of it you can't even really understand because of the way they talked back then. So it's kind of hard to understand some of it, but it's really fun to put into a journal. I've also printed it onto tissue paper, and which is lots of fun. And then I've just been tearing it and collaging it. Let me see an example. Like right here, I'm making some vintage envelopes, and there's some of the tissue paper and the script that I glued down. Here's another one. There's another piece of it right there. This is from my calligraphy kit. And then that's from the historical documents kit that I posted this morning. So I super like it on tissue paper. So I'll just show you really quickly. I tried to put an example of different, not fonts, but different kinds of script in here. And like I said, a lot of them are nice and landscape printed like this. Here's another one. This is an announcement for a fair on the River Thames. And so this, you have to trim the border, but they'll look really nice in a journal. You could also just cut these out and put something in here. Use these as a frame. Put a photograph in there or something. And this is a little smaller. And then some of them are portrait. But there's a letter, and then a couple of these have a letter, and then they have a picture of either where the letter was written or where the person was born or died, or something related to them. Oh, actually, this one's 1713, so I guess some of these are a little later. There's another one. So you've got the script, but you also have a beautiful image here that you can use if you want as well. Another landscape one. This is a comical poem written, and then it's got Roman numerals, which I can't tell you what year that was. It's a canto. And yeah, I'm not going to read it to you. You'd be boring. Okay, this is a really fun one. This is an extract from the will of the Emperor Napoleon. Kind of fun, I thought. And you can see his signature down here, Bonaparte. I do not have the original of this, obviously. I just have a copy. But I thought that was kind of fun. Some more really neat script. This is a poem by Robert Burns. And it's written in his handwriting. I loved the script on this one. As you can probably tell, because of my I've been talking for weeks now about my illuminated manuscript kit that I've got with all the calligraphy in it. I've just really been, look at that. Oh, I've just really been into calligraphy lately and vintage handwriting. I don't know if it's just a passing phase for me, but so far it's not. So far I'm just really enamored of it and want to learn calligraphy myself. Here's another landscape one. A little letter about being a good man and a good wife. Another landscape. Another one with a picture on top. The Duke of Buckingham, where he was assassinated. Has some really beautiful script here. This one is really fun. And it says, by authority, lately arrived and to be seen at the Globe, in Fleet Street, a German born without hands, feet, or thighs that never was in this kingdom before, who does miraculous actions. And it goes on to talk about all the things that he can do without his hands and feet. And he's going to be playing at Fleet Street. And it's one of the announcements they would have tacked up. And this is 1674. And actually, I just read this and didn't realize this. This right here was written by this gentleman, Matthew Buchinger, in London, that was born without hands and feet. So he actually wrote this. And that's better than I can write with hands, I tell you. It's beautiful printing. There's another one with the script. And then I liked the way this one looked too. So lots of things you can do with both of these. I just wanted to finally get them in the shop. I hope that you enjoy them. I'm going to cut this video short because this is the 5th time I've made it. And I just want to get it posted. So thank you for watching. I hope you love the kits. And convo me or put a comment down below if you have any questions. See you soon. Bye.